please. Everything needs music. He was just saying check, check, check.
Can you hear me? What's the context?
Excuse me. It's that glass we saw yesterday, Chris, with the wine coming out of it.
Oh, okay, okay. Sure thing. Let's get it started. Come on, everybody, get up out your seat. Bring your energy, because it's time to start the Cassandra Show!
To the Cassandra Show. Y'all, please put that remote down and y'all make some noise for my band. Your band, it's our band for the culture. Woo! On bass, we got Don Reed holding it down. On drums, Mr. Jonathan Parks. On guitar, Mr. Luke Jeremiah. Our music director, y'all, give it up for Mr. Christopher Baptiste. Yo, fellas, y'all know y'all funky. Woo, right here. Here we go. Yes, listen, I hope y'all are having a fabulous Tuesday. How about y'all, FTC?
Yes.
Y'all doing good? That's what I'm talking about.
Beautiful day.
Listen, if you are not, let's make it better, baby. Y'all go ahead and get all comfy.
Yeah.
Grab that bubbly beverage, and let's get this show started.
Hey, hey.
Let's get it started. Y'all know what time it is? It is the infamous tea time.
Yes.
Ooh. It's hot, and we're ready to spill, y'all. Come on. Joining me to spill this tea is the one and only. Y'all put your hands together for Mr. Dale Coates. Woo. How are you? I am doing fantastic. It's another Tuesday. Are you ready to dive in? Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right. So, y'all, congrats are in order. Congrats to one of our favorite superstars, to Raji P. Henson. She's returning to host the 2024 BET Awards.
Yeah.
We just love when our girl is on stage. We know we're going to get some good laughs and some great entertainment, and hold on, and some fabulous fashion, because she is always fly.
Let's go.
Right? Come
Yes.
on, Taraji. All right, next. Whew, oh my gosh, y'all. So Congressman John Rose obviously had no nanny on this day because his son was behind him and he was giving his remarks on Donald Trump's conviction, and y'all, he was cutting up. He had me rolling on the ground. He is definitely enjoying his summer vacation in Congress. Look at this.
We'd be well served to remember the long and cherished tradition we have in this country of settling our political differences at the ballot box. For nearly 2.5 centuries, our nation's elected leaders have properly resisted the temptation to oppose their political rivals.
That is too much. Listen, guys, I was over in the comments, and the comments were nothing to play with. They were like, listen, this is how we all look when politicians start talking. What if y'all took y'all kids to work and y'all talking about important stuff and they're behind you doing this? Dale.
Same way, it's gonna happen the same way. The same as that way. That's what my kids gonna do.
Is that what your kids
Same
would
as
do?
that way.
Don't you love it?
Yeah, I do. Hey, you go against Trump, bad things happen, man. You can't go against Trump.
You can't. You hear this, man?
money, man.
You sounded like a true Trump fan.
Free that boy, man.
Get out! Y'all, we gotta free Trump over here in the corner.
man.
Yeah, I feel you. Listen, but we were talking about that yesterday, and they were saying that more people are going to vote for Trump this election than they did last time because they're just frustrated with the Democratic Party.
Right.
So you think people are switching just because of that, or are there other reasons?
I mean, don't nobody want to be poor. Yeah, we need some money.
We talk about black people. Black people are going to vote for Trump.
Yeah, we need. That's what
you
we
know
need.
why.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Yeah,
Y'all heard Mr. Dale
We
Coates.
need him.
He said that's what we need. Let's move on to the next topic. So I don't know what is going on in this new generation, but I really do appreciate the traditional gender roles. So I've been seeing a lot of women proposing to men now, which is really interesting. Do y'all think women are tired of waiting for y'all to hit a knee, or is the love just that overwhelming that she wants to hit a knee? Check this out. My God. Come on, I need to talk to the guys about this. Guys.
You would have got down with it? Oh.
You would have got down
her.
with her?
Yeah.
Why didn't he get down before her, is my question.
I mean, I would have helped her up.
Oh, you would have
real.
helped her back up. Okay, I feel you. Okay, so what if y'all wives proposed to you? Who just got married? I think Dale.
Yeah,
Dale, you just
2
got
years
married.
in.
You're 2 years
years
in.
in.
That's still new. Hey, come on now.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, what would you have done if your wife got down on
My
her?
wife would have never done nothing like that. That's a
Never.
desperation. Nah, that's desperation, man. That's a disgrace for the man to let his
Girl, what
woman
you
get
doing?
down. That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah, that's crazy. She wasn't raised right and he wasn't either.
Ooh.
Crazy.
Y'all heard what the man said.
Yeah.
We need Trump, and this is a disgrace.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
you
for
might
sure.
need to be vice president.
They need to let me in the door. They didn't let me in.
Hey, I would vote for you.
Yeah,
my
for
brother.
real. They need to let me in.
So why do you say it's a disgrace, Dale?
Because, man, we got a whole lot of women of value. There's no way to let my woman, I don't even let my woman open the door on her own, and I'm finna let her get on her knee
right.
to ask me to marry her. That's crazy.
right.
There's no way I'm gonna let that happen.
Now, if she got on her knee, would you pull her up?
I'll walk away.
Ooh.
She ain't the one.
Ooh.
I can speak confidently because mine ain't doing that for sure.
You know she ain't gonna do it. I hear how you talking.
Yeah, but nah, ain't no way I'm gonna let my woman get on her knee. My daughter, she do it, we gonna fight when she get home. Ain't nobody doing that.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
love it. Now, I'm all about tradition, so I'm with you on
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Ladies, what's up?
I have such respect for women.
I'm so tired of you.
Free that boy.
Let's move on. So, all right, y'all. Well, before we bring out our first guest, I have something I'd love to share with you. All right, so I want to share something deeply personal and close to my heart. There's a saying that goes, if you don't heal, you will bleed on the people who didn't even cut you. Our unhealed wounds, our unresolved pain, they have a way of spilling over and hurting those we love, even when they had nothing to do with our suffering. You can never expect your glass to be filled while your cup is already broken. Whatever you pour in will fall out and leave you empty all over again. We often try to patch up our pain with temporary fixes, like distractions, quick solutions, or surface level changes. But these are just Band-Aids on deeper wounds. To truly heal, we have to go beyond the surface and repair ourselves from the inside out. Becoming whole again means embracing every part of ourselves, the broken, the scarred, and the parts that are slowly but truly healing. So let's commit to our healing journey. Let's stop bleeding on those who didn't cut us and start the work to truly repair our own brokenness. It won't be easy and it won't be quick, but it will be worth it. Together we can become whole again, and from that wholeness, we can pour out love, compassion, and kindness into the world. So with that, I need y'all to get ready to chit chat with our guest and learn how she became whole again. From her humble beginnings as a non-English speaking immigrant to becoming a titan in healthcare entrepreneurship, she has revolutionized long-term care services and broken countless barriers. Y'all, please welcome the inspirational Dr. Solange Vivens. Yes! Doctor, Solange. Doctor. It's so great to see you. It's an honor to have you. Please have a seat.
Thank you. Thank
Oh
you.
my
Thank
goodness,
you.
you look lovely.
Thank you. You
Indeed.
too.
Thank you so much. So make sure I'm saying this right. Dr. Vivens?
Yes.
Yes, I love it. So can you share some of your earliest memories from your childhood in Haiti and what it was like growing up there? Before you do, I have to say, sac passe.
La boule! La gade!
Okay, I love this. Now, this was an extended one, Luke. Now, our guitarist is from Haiti. Luke is from Haiti.
Sac passé!
Sac passe. I love it. So if you would please answer the question, share some of your earliest memories from your childhood in Haiti and what it was like growing up there.
Well, let me start by telling you that the period when I was born, there was no televisions.
Oh.
So my parents had 13 children. So let's start there. So you understand the family, how I was growing up with a group of people in the house, a bunch of us.
Yes.
And they were not rich. Money was tight. My dad was a chauffeur. My mom never worked, and things were tough. But when I turned a teenager, my parents literally exiled me to the United States because it was under the Duvalier regime, and they had something called the Tonton Macoute. And I was cute, and they were touching young girls. They were not intelligent people or educated, but they had guns.
Oh, wow.
So my parents, I graduated high school June 9th. By July 9th, I was in America. Didn't speak a word of English on a 2-month visa. And I was told, don't you dare come back.
Really? Oh, my goodness. And you never looked back?
I look back because I turned around after I became somebody in the United States and built a school in a province called Jacmel for 360 children.
Wow.
So when I look back as a philanthropist.
Yes, that's so powerful. My goodness. So you feel like you left as a nobody.
Right.
You got here, became somebody. And then went back to empower people to be somebody.
Well, that's what life is all about.
Yes, it is.
God knows how to give, but God does not know how to share. He gives to some of us so that we can share for him.
Yes, I love that. Listen, Dr. Solange, we're going to be right back. Y'all, we'll be back. Don't go nowhere. It gets better. Dr. Vivens. Show, y'all. I am sitting here with prolific speaker and author, Dr. Solange Vivens. Again, welcome to the show. We're going to continue asking you these questions because we have so much we want to learn from you. So first of all, tell us, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced as a teenager immigrating to the United States, especially without speaking English?
Well, I arrived in America. I was 19 years old, didn't have a friend. I had only my sister. I lived with my sister, her husband, and her 2 children. First, I started working in a factory, and the factory only had immigrant people. And none of us were legal in the country.
Oh, wow.
So I was sewing skirts. I sewed skirts for a nickel per skirt.
Are you serious?
And when I got really tired, my butt was hurting, I went home with the pillow and I said to my sister, I don't want to do this anymore.
No, that's right.
So she found me another job. At that time, I was sewing zippers on suitcases.
Wow.
And I had a raise. I got a quarter per suitcase.
Get out.
Yes, my dear.
26
more. That was back in the 60s. Wow. Now, I may not look at it, but I'm 78 years old.
No, you do not look like it. Oh my goodness. You give a whole new meaning to Black Don't Crack, child. Here we go. You are stunning. You look stunning.
Thank you.
I pray to God I look half as good as you at 78. My goodness. So can you please describe a pivotal moment or turning point in your childhood that shaped your determination and resilience?
Well, let me tell you, what happened after I worked in the factories, my sister hired a lawyer to help me get my green card.
Yay.
You needed that card
Yes.
to make you legal in the people's country.
Yes.
And I had to work in some white people's home. So I found a family and I worked for them. And at that time I got a new title. It was called a nanny. They were rich. They had a chauffeur. They had someone who came to cook, someone to clean. And here I am, I was the nanny. And they were the greatest people on earth.
Oh, that's so nice to know.
And they were the greatest people on earth. And when I walked to their home, I learned the difference between the haves and the have-not.
Wow.
Tyler Perry did not teach me the haves and the have-not.
I feel you.
I knew my family and we were the have-not.
Right.
And then I became a princess in that home. I had my own bedroom for the first time, my own bathroom for the first time, and they treated me well.
That's wonderful.
So I was determined that I was gonna be a have. Someday.
Yes.
From watching them, that was when I pivoted. I learned the difference between the two, and I chose to be a have. Yes. So I left them after I got my papers. They drove me to nursing school just as though I was their firstborn.
Wow.
Great people.
That's beautiful.
Great people.
Yes, they exist.
They exist.
Yes.
Exactly. So I did nursing.
Really?
And from becoming a registered nurse, I just took off. I worked in every position in nursing. Then I went to college, of course, Georgetown University.
Yes.
I paid for myself to go to the best colleges.
Did you?
Exactly.
Powerful.
I got my master's in health services administration. So now I can manage hospitals and I can manage nursing homes.
Yes.
And I started managing nursing homes for the government. And I took one of their buildings and became my building.
Really? You
I
bought one of the buildings?
I owned it, my own nursing home business. And you know, Shirley Chisholm, I learned from Shirley Chisholm back then. Shirley Chisholm was the first African-American, Caribbean American
To run for
president.
Yes.
And Shirley Chisholm said, when they tell you there is no room in the boardroom, carry a folding chair. Because that puts you in the room.
Yes.
You don't have to be at the table, but you can be in the room
Pull a
and you
chair
still
up.
listen.
Yes.
And back then, boardroom belonged to white men. Not even black
women.
men, not even white men, white women. It was all white men. So that's how Shirley Chisholm said, carry a folding chair. So I changed the rules of management in Washington, D.C. to meet me.
I love it.
So everyone wanted to know, how did she do it? So where are my books?
I believe it's to your left. To your right. There you go.
This
To
is
your
me.
left. Wow, look at you.
This
Let
is
me see
me.
this. Girls can move mountains.
Girls can move
I
mountains.
love this. Mira.
Rewriting the rules of female entrepreneurship. That's the subtitle. I rewrote the rules for me
I love it.
to meet my needs.
'Cause
I ended up with a multi-million-dollar business with 800 employees in my business. Okay?
That's powerful.
So I taught to young women, and what I tell them, your beginning does not have to define your end. It doesn't matter where you start, whether you're a man or a woman.
Yes.
Your beginning does not have to define your end. All you need to know is that success is up to me.
Yes.
And that's what I teach. Right now, I travel internationally and I teach women empowerment.
Yes.
I try to empower women to understand it's not the time that I grew up in. This
It's a
is a
different
new
time.
day.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is a new day. And
Yes.
women need to stand on their 2 feet and take charge.
I tell you, I feel like I'm sitting on the front row of one of your classes right now, learning. This is so powerful. We are so delighted to hear from you. My goodness. So look at this picture. Tell us about this picture. My goodness.
Well, I just came back from France.
Ah.
I went to the Cannes Film Festival in Nice, France, because last year I was awarded the Nelson Mandela Children's Funds Award.
Really? Congratulations.
And this year I was the keynote speaker, passing the baton to Magic Johnson
Yes.
and Cookie.
That's amazing.
And that's where we were at the Nelson Mandela Children's Funds Award.
Really? Oh my goodness. You are a living legend sitting here, right? What an honor. My goodness. So you were the keynote speaker
Yes.
at the Cannes Festival.
Right.
I have a little question I want to ask you. We talked about this a few weeks ago. Now, who was at the Cannes Festival?
Kelly.
Kelly Rowland. Did you see her on the red carpet?
No. With the
I
red
was
dress.
going to say, we
I
needed some
didn't.
inside information.
I did not see her.
No.
Because it's not one event going
It's a
on.
whole bunch of
It's
stuff
a whole
going on.
bunch of events going around and tons of red carpets events.
Wow, that's so powerful. Now tell us something. Your book, Girls Can Move Mountains, is highly acclaimed. Please share a story or a lesson from your life that you hope will inspire young female entrepreneurs who read this book.
Well, what I've done with the book is that I described where I come from and how I am who I am today. You have to be audacious. You have to have a lot of audacity.
Yes.
You have to be courageous. And you have to understand that fear is paralyzing. Never allow fear to paralyze you. At 78, you know what I just did to celebrate my birthday?
What did you
I went
do?
to St. Lucia zip lining.
Did you
That is
really?
how I just celebrated my birthday.
my gosh.
Zip lining in St. Lucia.
You are so awesome.
And my plan is to parachute out of an airplane when I turn 80
Are you
for
serious?
my party, and I will invite you.
Would you please invite me? But I'm not jumping out of no plane. Oh my goodness. I will be there screaming for you. Oh my goodness. You are a bold woman, bold and fearless.
You have to be fearless
You
to
have
make
to
it.
be.
You got to be fearless to make it.
So tell me something. What would you tell the younger you, Dr. Solange?
Look in the mirror. I ask young women, look in the mirror. Talk to the girl that is looking at you. Tell her how much you love her and tell her you will die for her. With that in mind, there is nothing that can stop you. Zero.
I love
You
it.
just have to love the person in the mirror.
Love the person in the mirror and tell them.
Right.
Tell the person
Tell
in
the
the mirror
person
that
in
I
the
love
mirror.
you.
Yeah.
And if somebody passes by you while you talking in the mirror, don't you stop. You just keep on
Just
telling
keep
that
on-
person
keep on
how
talking
much
and
you
how
love.
beautiful you are.
Yes.
You don't need anyone's evaluation of you. Evaluate yourself. Know exactly what your goals are. The reason I did my business is because my office door was open and a white man was passing by and the door was open. He came in. I was administrator. And he looked at me and said, "What is someone like you doing here?" I said, "Why?" He said, "You should be a regional director." I said,
Wow.
"No. I know what I want to be." He said, "So what do you want to be?" I said, "I know my 1-year goal, my 3-year goal, and my 5-year goals." And he said, what do you want to do in 3 years? I said, "Victor, in 3 years, I am going to own my own management company, and I'm going to stop working for people. And he said, well, my partner and I are looking for someone like you. The next day, I had dinner with them. We formed a company, and I ended up buying both of them out of the business.
Are
and
you
become
serious?
100% owner of the company.
I wish we just need to applaud you for all of that.
Let's go.
That's powerful. You just make my heart smile. And I know our viewers are so happy to hear your story because everyone needs that moment where they say, I'm stepping out on faith.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do this. And to see you here and doing it and laughing and enjoying life at 78 years old, talking about jumping out of a plane at 80, come on. If that ain't inspiring, what is? There is nothing else I can find inspiring. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Solange.
Thank you. It's my
We wish
pleasure.
you continued success, and I'll be waiting on my invitation
You will be
to
invited.
watch you jump out of the airplane. To all of our viewers, God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us for the culture.
We
Get us
ready?
outta here.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Hey.
Solange. Come on, come on. Now, everybody,
Hey.
just scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen now. Because we've all got so much more exclusive content for y'all right here, only on the Sandra Show. We want to thank you, first of all, for spending some time on the beautiful Camarosa set. We want to thank you again for spending time with our amazing guests. So until next time, stay beautiful, love one another, watch us on now, and we'll be right here until the next time, only on the Sandra Show.